Hey everyone, Michael here, back with another video, and today we're looking at the Oppo Find X5, which probably has the best unboxing experience I've ever had on this channel. You get two boxes, the first of which comes with a free portable charger that is 5000 milliamps and charges at 18 watts and is a pretty nice design. It charges multiple devices at the same time and will definitely be going in my bag. You also get a free case, not just a normal see-through plasticky case. This is a nice unique design with some premium features. And then we get to the main box itself for the Find X5. You get the normal paperwork and all the instruction manuals and everything like that, all laid out really nicely. And then we move on to the phone itself, which kind of reminds me of the OnePlus unboxing experience. I'm not sure why that could be. We then get another free case that has a little zippy sound when you touch it. We then have the SIM removal tool, as well as the USB-C to USB-A cable that pairs with Oppo's super fast SuperVOOC charger that charges at 80 watts. Then looking at the phone itself, I have gone for the white version here. There is a black version, but I think the white version looks pretty cool. And slapping on the free case you get in the box with the phone, I think this is a pretty nice case as a cheaper case goes. It's frosted white and I like the camera cutout design. I think it looks really smart. And slapping on the more premium silver case, this is a really nice design, really unique design by Oppo. It does leave the sides exposed, but it kind of reminds me of a spaceship with that green power button in the middle, and overall I'm really happy that Oppo give two case choices free in the box. Now the phone starts at around $1,000 in most regions. It's on sale in China, parts of Asia and parts of Europe, and compared to last year the design has changed a little bit. The camera module has been readjusted a little, but holding it and walking around the city, it's just really nice and pocketable. It's very light and thin, but still gives you a lot of screen real estate. So this is a really nice phone if you use it over a long period of time, whether you're gaming on Call of Duty for a few hours or you're just using it to consume content on YouTube and Netflix. It just doesn't get uncomfortable while still being a large enough screen to enjoy everything properly. We also have some new Hasselblad branding on the back thanks to their new camera partnership with Hasselblad, and the back panel itself is made from a ceramic material which looks and feels really nice. Unless you live in a hotter country like I do, then the back sometimes feels a little bit sticky and uncomfortable. Also, because the phone is so thin and light, there's only a 4800 milliamp hour battery in there, which does mean battery life hasn't been that great, around 5.5 hours. There is, however, a fully spec'd out Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 inside, along with 12 gigs of RAM, and a triple camera system along with a new imaging sensor. And overall, I really like the images coming out of this phone. There's plenty of details, quite a contrasty look compared to other phones, and it does well in difficult lighting situations with dynamic range. The only thing I would say is that there's quite a cool blue tint to the photos on the main lens, which doesn't really represent what I'm seeing in real life compared to the ultra wide that does give a very color accurate real life representation, but it's only when we switch back to the main lens that we get that bluish tint again, which isn't great. The ultra wide, however, is pretty good. It's very natural, very high quality. I would say one of the better lenses on Android phones for ultra wide, and if we compare it to the iPhone 13 Pro Max ultra wide, then even though the Oppo is a little overexposed, you can see that there are more details in the floor area. We also have a 2x lens, and people have been complaining that this is not a 3x, and yes, it would be nice to get a little closer in most situations, but I think if you use it correctly, it's actually quite a high quality lens, and I don't think many people will miss that 3x. Now, nighttime performance is a pretty mixed bag depending on what sensor you're using. The ultra wide here does a really good job, but then when we switch back to the main lens, it doesn't expose everything correctly, and that continues in a lot of the photos. But sometimes it will depend on your own taste and how you prefer the photos to look. However, if we get to a really dark situation, I much prefer the Oppo's HDR look to the iPhone's more crushed black look. So overall, I think all three sensors are very good quality. They just need a little bit of software tweaking, and then they'll be a pretty fantastic camera system overall. Now, Oppo also talked about its new imaging processor that helps at night when shooting video. So I shot a comparison between the X5 and the iPhone 13 Pro, and the only thing I found with the X5 is that the exposure had been turned up. There didn't actually seem to be any advantages to having this new image sensor on the phone. It's more noisy than the iPhone, it's more shaky than the iPhone, the image is less stable, and it just seems to struggle at night overall compared to the image on the 13 Pro, as well as having far less details, so not really that impressed by this feature. Video in the normal mode at 4K 60 FPS has a very contrasty look, and I think looks great with plenty of stabilization. You can also use the ultra wide that has, again, a good color calibration, but overall, for the things that everyday people will be doing, taking pictures and some video, I think this is a very decent camera system that just needs a few tweaks. The display on the X5 is a 6.7-inch Quad HD AMOLED and looks absolutely fantastic. Viewing angles are great, colors look vibrant, and video looks sharp. And lots of this has to do with the enhancement settings that you can turn on, which increases the resolution of low quality images and enhances the colors and clarity of any video played on the X5's screen. And even though this may decrease battery life, I think it's worth it, as I can see a visible difference with my own eyes when this is toggled on and off. Colors pop, and 4K video on YouTube turns into wonderful eye candy. The display does get just about bright enough when used outside, ramping up to around 800 nits, but with a max theoretical brightness of 1300. The screen does have a nice bezel-less feeling with a small chin at the bottom, and the screen itself is slightly curved, and there is a hole punch camera cutout at the top that houses the selfie camera, which again takes pictures in that bluish hue, which I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. Now, gaming on the X5 has been absolutely top rate. I could play Call of Duty with all the highest settings turned on, and there wasn't really a massive temperature gain. Everything ran smoothly and I really enjoyed my time. There is also a game center where you can increase screen refresh rate and touch response, which will decrease lag between touches. And overall, I just had a fantastic top rate experience on any game I tried, thanks to that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and that great screen and good speakers also. And the overall experience of using the phone every day was a very fast and smooth one. Remember, this phone comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and also it comes with that 120 Hz refresh rate, as well as a 240 Hz sampling rate. So just moving around the OS in general feels fantastic. We are on Android 12 and Color OS, which I think is a nice operating system. There are so many customization tweaks to get the phone feeling and looking exactly how you want, including a really cool wallpaper color picking mode, which will match the accents of your wallpaper to the rest of the OS, which is really cool. And I think it's these features that will make people like Color OS. And overall, I really enjoyed my experience of using the X5, all the way from the fantastic unboxing experience, the decent cameras, great screen, fast performance, and a really nice unique design. And if you'd like to see more phones like this, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. That would really help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.